Hi, everyone. I'm Gilbert Guo. I'm a consultant at College Matters, hosting this College Matters conversation where we speak to our former students about their college experience. So today I'm joined by Christine to talk about Greek life, which, if you don't know, refers to fraternities and sororities. So she was a part of two Greek organizations. So, Christine, thanks for being here. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got started in Greek life in college?
Certainly. So I went to a school that I knew when I went there was primarily, focused around Greek life, so sororities and fraternities. And coming to school from a different state where I didn't know anyone, I just wanted to meet as many people as possible very early on. So it was definitely my intention when I joined the school that I would join Greek life. You can definitely be like as involved as you want to be or as hands off as you want to be. I would say one of the cons that you definitely have to look out for is just the cost of being in a sorority. Um, like I had to pay for a lot of apparel, a lot of t-shirts for all our different fundraising events. The dues in general are just very high. Yeah, I would say just the costs can go up very quickly, so you definitely have to be prepared for it. I feel like the people who got the most out of Greek life were the people that also were able to um, build on their interests in other ways. So maybe they were part of different organizations. Whereas for me, when I joined my sorority, it was really the only thing I was involved in, and it really became my identity. So it's good to always just have a balance and have that perspective in mind that even though you're in a sorority and that is one part of your identity, that there can be definitely more facets of your identity.
Yeah, that's awesome advice. So, after you went to this first school, I know you transferred schools. And tell us about how you found out about a business fraternity.
I so when I transferred schools, I reconnected with someone from my high school that was in a business fraternity. So I wanted to, start meeting people at my new school. And once we reconnected, she introduced me to a couple of her friends in the business fraternity and would invite me to just hang out with them.
Most people are pretty aware of like the social fraternities and sororities. So, how is a business fraternity a little bit different?
It's co-ed usually. So for mine, it was co-ed. I was meeting girls and boys, which I kind of liked. I liked having more of a balance than just, 100 girls together. And then really, it's, I feel like it's more well balanced in that you get the social aspect because you get this group of friends. And also, typically, it's a little smaller, I feel like, than the regular Panhellenic fraternities and sororities. So you get like kind of a smaller group of friends. Um, Initially, you spend more time getting to know each individual member of the fraternity. I was accepted as a pledge. So basically, I went through a couple weeks where I really had to prove that I wanted to be part of this organization. And pledging really meant just weeks where you would have dedicated time to spend with the people that you're going to be joining this fraternity with. So I had, for example, one of the pledge events, I had to meet with every single one of my pledge brothers for 30 minutes. And that was already more than I had done in my previous sorority, where I maybe talked to everyone for 5 minutes.
Any
For
business related activities?
Definitely. So we had a lot of like resume workshops. We had like if I had an interview coming up, I could just reach out to one of my fraternity brothers and ask them to do a mock interview with me. So it was just having all these tools like within arm's reach that you know, I people I got along with, but also could help me with my career aspirations.
Awesome. So, did you ever envision yourself being in a business fraternity?
To be honest, I didn't know about a business fraternity until I transferred schools. I didn't even think about life outside of a Greek fraternity. And it was really awesome when I found out about other organizations, such as a business fraternity, where it was really the perfect mix of social, like professional networks, and yeah, just it was nice to have that option. And maybe I didn't envision myself in one in the beginning, but I definitely like felt comfortable in one later on.
Do you have any other advice for high school students thinking about Greek life, or even students who think that Greek life might not be for them?
I think just take Greek life with a grain of salt. Like, it's definitely exciting to be part of a regular, like, Greek fraternity or sorority in the beginning, especially for the social aspect, because you just meet people so quickly, and then you get invited to a lot of events like fundraisers and things, and it's all very fun, and it can be sort of a bubble. And I think it's just important to, like I said before, balance it out with your other interests. Like, you can be in a sorority, you can be in a business fraternity, and you can also do all these other great things that your school has to offer. If you are maybe just slightly interested in either a real Greek fraternity or sorority or a business fraternity, just give it a try. And if it doesn't work, if it's not exactly what you imagine, you can always leave. And yeah, you're never stuck with that decision.
Yeah, and there's also cultural organizations as well that students can join. So there's really a wide range. Well, Christine, thanks for joining us today. We do really appreciate it.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, Gilbert.